Hey guys, Mike here from Panther Hollow Sporting Optics. Today we're going to do a little bit of a rimfire showdown. I've seen other channels and stuff like that do showdowns with rimfires, and it's usually shooter versus shooter. Well, today we're going to do same shooter, gun versus gun. This is a Bergara in a Remington chassis with an SH4 Gen 2 Arkin sitting on top of it. This is a CZ for all you CZ fans out there. I've had this gun for a while. I like it a lot. This is their little varmint edition. This has an Aries BTR, and of course this is the Rim-X Desert Precision build with the Athlon Aries ETR. So Aries BTR and Aries ETR. Both are very good scopes for the money. These two are kind of budget builds in a way. This has a budget scope on it. This is a chassis we pulled off of a used gun and put the Bergara barreled action in there. This gun here is kind of a budget build. It's got a pretty nice scope on it. I mean, that scope there's $900, so that's a pretty nice build. This one here is it is the most expensive one. So what we're gonna see is we're gonna use the same ammo in each gun. Each gun shoots this ammo pretty good. It doesn't shoot it phenomenally, but it shoots it pretty good. And we're gonna see if my point percentages go up with this guy versus these guys. I get a lot of emails asking that question. A lot of guys know that I shoot Bergara. I've shot Bergara for about 8 months now, somewhere in there, 6-8 months. I recently purchased this gun. I've had it for about 3 weeks now, and I've had this gun quite a while as well, this CZ Varminter. CZ is a great gun. I don't like the stuff you have to do the trigger. Timmy just come out with a trigger for it. These two here have 2-stage triggers on them. They're exactly the same. The Bergara will shoot with this one out to around 100. Close. Actually, this one outscores the Bergara most of the time. So that is a gun thing. It's not a person thing. So what we're going to do is try to prove that today. And then we'll go from there. We'll see which one is the leader out of these three. Again, we'll be shooting Wolf Match Extra. That's a ammo that I can find readily available, that's easy to obtain, that's not super expensive. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot 10 rounds each out of these, get the barrels kind of broke into the ammo, and then we will go from there. I will do a 50-yard test, and then we will do a 100-yard test on paper and see what happens, and see if my percentages go up with this one versus these guys. We'll see. Guys, we're going to the range. Stand by. Okay guys, we're here at 100 yards. We're going to do CZ upper left, Bergara upper right, and Rim-X lower left. It'll be 10 rounds on each target, and you'll see it as it happens, and we'll see which one wins. Stand by. Okay guys, there you have it. This is the 100-yard test. We're going back in the shop, so stand by. All right guys, we are back from the range. That was pretty interesting results there. Now some of you guys are going to say that, yeah, you should shoot this ammo or that ammo or whatever through whatever. Well, I mean, I know that. These guns like different ammos, and they like different ammos better than other ammos, and I understand that. This gun right here, I've shot pretty much a steady diet of Wolf Match Extra, and I've shot a lot of it through here. Now I've had better groups and I've had worse groups. It really depends on the condition of the day and what you're dealing with. But my point is that overall, this gun shoots better. And it just does. And it should for what it costs and how it's made, right? So the question I get asked all the time is this worth it? Well, I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. I'm gonna show you up close here the differences in these groups. So excluding this one right here, you can plainly see the differences in the groups. This is the CZ, this is the Bergara, and this is the Rim-X, okay? The Rim-X shot a tighter group at 50 yards, 10-shot group, than the Bergara or the CZ, CZ being right here. So, is it worth that extra 1/8 to 1/4 inch? I mean, that's up to you guys. I mean, how important is it to you to win a match? So, the consistency is what I'm after. Now, I know for a fact that the CZ needs a better trigger. Would it have done better in the 50-yard test with a better trigger? It probably would have. It needs a better trigger, and it seems to like Center X better than it does the Wolf Match Extra, which is an Ely product. But sometimes you're confined to what you can find to shoot, whatever ammo that is, right? So if you remember back to my 50-yard test that we did with this guy, it shot everything pretty good, okay? So now we're gonna look at the 100-yard test. And I'm gonna turn around backwards again because it's way better to see it that way. Here's the CZ, here's the Bergara, and down here is the Rim-X. So as you can see at this range at 100 yards, the CZ actually done better than the Bergara group-wise. They're really, really close. But then you move down here and there's no comparison. I mean, the Rim-X is better. It's got 3 outliers there, with the center group being the other 7 rounds right there in that vertical kind of hole there. So again, guys, I'm just trying to point out that the emails I get asking these questions is a Voodoo, a Rim-X, or any other custom rifle better than what you can buy off the shelf, namely these two? And the short answer to that is yes, it is. It is better. It is more consistent. It does things better. So I guess it boils down to what do you want? What kind of performance, what kind of expectations do you have? I mean, what kind of matches do you shoot? We're shooting more, us, Air Panther Hollow, shoot kind of bench rest style matches, and we are moving over into the steel tactical matches. So we're going to be shooting more of the tactical steel matches with this guy here. Now, does that extra precision come in play? Is there going to be guys out there shooting, these guys that are going to shoot better than me? Probably so, because they're better at positional shooting than I am. That's just something I need to work on myself. But if you put their gun in a vise and my gun in a vise, typically this one wins every time, just simply because of how it's made. So that answers that question, and there was a variety of emails I got about that very same thing, just the question was formatted differently. As far as scopes go, I mean, this is an Arkin SH4 Gen 2. Do I feel like shooting this scope has an advantage or disadvantage over this scope? Yes. The glass is better on this scope. This is an $1,100 scope. This is a $479 scope. You know, is the glass better here than here? Yes, the Athlon Aries BTR has better glass than this one. Am I shooting a handicap because of that out to, say, 300 yards? I don't think so. I mean, you can clearly see the target. You can see your hits. So the difference is, again, is what it's about budget, what you can afford, and it's preference. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's going to boil down to preference. What do you guys decide? Now, as far as the math goes, which one shoots better? It's this guy. It's hands down, it does. It shoots better across the board, across several different varieties of ammo. And that's why I made the change from here to here, is because of the consistency I was after, okay? Man, I hope this answers your guys' question. Again, I'm Mike from Panther Hollow Sporting Optics. My email is pantherhollow@mail.com. If you guys have any more questions about this, or if you'd like to see some other kind of shootout, let me know. And we'll go from there, guys. I hope you have a great rest of the week or weekend, or however this video finds you. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It costs you nothing. It helps out the channel a lot. A lot. Thank you, guys. Thanks for watching. This is Mike. See you next time.